What is up, fellow bench warmers? Welcome to another weekly episode of Fantasy Bench Warmers. And na-miss namin kayo. Of course, I am your co-host, Jeremy Tan, JJT. Kasama pa rin si Com. Com, ano?
Wala na Lakers natin.
Uy, nawala si Com. Nawala ng Oh yan, nandiyan ka. Narinig kita, pero nagte-teleport ka.
Ito na naman. Nawala yung Lakers natin.
Oo nga eh. Mamaya slidey pag-usapan natin yung
ayusin ko lang.
Sige lang, pero habang ginagawa mo yun, introduce ko muna yung guest natin. Of course, as always, with our weekly episode, may special guest tayo. Actually, this season, first time namin siya na-guest, pero nung first season, probably our very first guest ever sa Fantasy Bench Warmers. He was the winner last year nung DFS. And then this year, he joined one of our leagues, came in second. So not bad na rin. Although I'm pretty sure disappointed siya after all the moves na ginawa niya this season. Please welcome Mr. Romulo Fiesta.
Hello, Pam.
Kamusta?
Okay naman.
Na-disappoint ka ba?
Sobrang nalungkot ako na.
Kasi ito, si Romulo is one of probably the most active trader in all of our fantasy leagues. Si Romulo yun yung kinukwento naming league na may mga 50 plus trades, 60 plus trades siguro nag-end up yun. Siguro mga kalahati nun kay Romulo.
Mas madami si Boss FI.
Si Epi, marami rin siyang trades nun. Pero towards the latter part na dun. Pero kayong dalawa yung talagang very active sa trading yan. So yun nga, pinag-uusapan namin, medyo na-disappoint si Romulo kasi nga last ng team niya nun eh. Ganda ng mga trades niya eh. Hindi ka namin rinig. Sige, yun. Maganda yung mga trades niya. And lakas ng team na yun. So, nung tinitingnan namin ni Eric, sabi namin, pagdating to ng finals, sure win na. Kaso nung finals, nagkalat naman yung mga players niya. So, hindi gumawa. Tapos si Embiid hindi pa naglaro. Although si Embiid hindi naglaro, I think hindi ka naman masyadong disappointed.
Hindi naman. Kasi
parang medyo ine-expect mo na eh. Parang at one point, magbi-miss to ng games eh. Diba? So,
prepared.
Pero yung pinag-usapan namin, yung Vucevic field goal percentage doon, yun yung medyo dumali. Isa sa mga dumali sa kanya. The others naman were consistent eh, di ba?
Mga dulo-dulo na. Sila yung bid pa din yung mga most turnovers somehow.
Yung mga turnovers, wala talaga magagawa. Plus, yung kalaban mo nun, si Clamp God, medyo mahina talaga sa mag-turnover. Very efficient yung team niya. Hindi kita narinig ko.
Feedback.
Saka may feedback, i-mute mo muna. Yan. Okay, so, this week, playoffs. Nanonood ka bang playoffs? Alam ko, laglag na yung team mo, pero sinusubaybayan mo pa rin ba? Ano na?
Kabantay pa din naman ako sa playoffs.
Nakanood ka ba ng mga games?
Minsan, pag maaga nagising.
So, sino niru-root for mo ngayon manalo?
After nung first round, feel ko medyo malalim yung Milwaukee this year. Feel ko kayang
Milwaukee. Yan yung gusto ko yung Milwaukee. Kaso sobrang laking bagay din na wala si Dante.
Oo nga. Malaki yung impact niya sa starter ata siya before.
Starter. Tapos, syempre, pagkalaban nila Brooklyn. So, another defensive body sana yun eh, to throw at the big three ng Brooklyn eh. Pero, wala, malas eh. Hopefully, yun. Kasi Bucks din ako. Feeling ko Bucks din over the Nets, Bucks. I guess, sa championship, feeling ko Bucks pa rin. Pero, after watching yung mga Utah, Phoenix, and if Clippers if they go through, kahit na nahirapan sila sa Dallas and Luka, I think they're still contender there. Kaya pa rin.
sa lahat ng second round matchups, feeling ko pinaka magiging important tong Milwaukee-Brooklyn.
Oh, ito yung pinakamaganda, actually.
Try ko na lang.
Yun talaga.
Yan, good na.
Okay na.
Ah,
Okay.
Yan, welcome natin ulit si Com. Pinag-usapan lang namin a bit about the playoffs. Sabi ni Romulo, parang feeling niya Bucks. Feeling mo ba Bucks or gusto mo Bucks? Iba yung feeling mo versus yung gusto mo eh.
Bucks, pero underdog, Atlanta sana.
Okay. So,
Maraming may gusto sa Atlanta no? Ngayon.
dahil
Maraming may
kay
gusto sa
Trae
Atlanta.
yung swag ni Trae.
Oo, actually may chance sila with Embiid injured, 'di ba? So, tingnan natin.
Embiid, day to day, slight tear, pero baka raw maglaro eh. Tingnan natin. Medyo nakatulong na medyo matagal-tagal yung break nila. Diba?
Tama.
So, good thing na close out nila. Speaking of Atlanta, pag-usapan natin some of the players who have been performing very well. And then, i-relate natin a little bit to fantasy. Kasi last year, sa bubble. Oo, di ba? Nung pag-usapan natin yan, medyo na-skew yung rankings because of the bubble. Di ba? Like, players like sina Donovan, sina Jamal Murray, TJ Warren, di ba?
Yan, sila Tyler Hero.
Yan.
Ayan. Yan yung mga Yan yung mga naloko tayo lahat. Nagoyo tayo.
Oo,
dahil sa bubble.
Oo, parang parang medyo napataas lalo yung rankings nila eh. 'Di ba?
Tama.
So,
din siguro.
Ano yan?
Medyo recency bias na din kasi kailan lang yung bubble tapos
yun, actually, siguro more than that. I guess, medyo recency. Pero kahit na hindi eh. Kahit na tumagal yun.
Hindi, iba kasi yung playoffs eh. Parang yung bubble at saka yung playoffs, lahat nanonood eh. Ang tagal kasi nang wala nung NBA noon eh, di ba? So, lahat nanonood. So, parang tumatak sa utak natin lahat eh. Lalo si TJ Warren. Kala
sobrang
mo.
init na eh, diba?
Oo.
Hindi, pero in fairness naman to TJ Warren, he didn't get the chance to prove na okay yung bubble performance. Kasi hindi naman siya naglaro eh because of injury. Not because hindi maganda yung laro niya, pero because of injury hindi siya nakalaro, di ba? So meron bang Romulo for your edge from last year's bubble, meron bang feeling mo na draft mo na parang dahil dun sa bubble na yan, pinili mo?
Nung nag-draft kasi ako ng team ko, hindi ko na masyado tinake into consideration yung bubble. And nag-workout naman somehow. Pero din ako siguro na nauna si Hans dun sa league natin kay Nurkic. Kasi i-draft ko talaga si
Si Nurkic pa pala, nakalimutan natin.
Bago ko i-draft si Christian Wood. Nauna siya kay Nurkic. So medyo nag-dodge siya bullet na din ako. Kasi all year, halos wala.
Pero if you think about it, parang hindi na rin dodge siya bullet kasi nung playoffs, you would have wanted Christian Wood to play. Parang nung playoffs, baka mas gustuhin mo pa yung Nurkic kaysa yung Christian Wood, di ba? If you look back in hindsight, di ba? So, kasi medyo maganda yung pinakita ni Nurkic towards the end. So, having said that, pag-usapan natin a little bit, although hindi pa tapos yung playoffs, and I'm pretty sure there will be some more great performances in the second round until the finals. No? Pero in the first round alone, maraming mga nag-perform din. Some of these players, borderline superstar level na or nandun na eh. Pero for some, medyo nagpapakitang gilas. Pag-usapan muna na, most of these actually top ranked players. Pag-usapan muna natin yung mga natanggal na. Julius Randle. Julius Randle. Si Julius Randle, reverse naman yung nangyari. Yung regular season, sobrang ganda. Yung playoff, sobrang pangit. So, do you think, ano yung
totoo?
Ano yung mas kaya niyang ma-maintain?
What's real and what's
fluke?
Oo. Ikaw, Romulo.
Feel ko dahil dun sa system ng coach nila, si
Tibbs.
Si Coach Tibbs. feel ko hindi fluke yung performance in regular season eh. Kasi kahit blowout, bibigyan mo siya to 37, 38 minutes. Similar
Okay.
how pinalaro ni Tibbs si Derrick Rose dati nung na-injured siya dahil 40 plus minutes a game. Andun yung opportunity eh. Tapos since parang siya yung ginagawa nilang focal point ng offense nila, I think hindi fluke yung regular season performance ni Julius
So
Randle.
sa tingin mo kaya niya ma-maintain next year?
Feel ko kaya niya
Free
ma-maintain.
agent ba si Julius Randle?
Hindi.
Hindi, okay.
Or yung nangyari sa playoffs this year. Kasi
Ano, fluke yung nangyari.
fluke yung playoffs performance niya, feeling ko.
Actually, feeling ko hindi fluke. Bad matchup lang talaga.
Ayun din. Medyo defensive yung si Clint Capella, pati si John Collins ba naman yung
Pero napanood ko yung laro ni Randle eh.
Hindi eh.
Pangit.
Ano kasi, pag playoff kasi, iba na rin kasi yung defensive schemes eh.
Yeah.
Sobrang focus na yung mga parang scouting dun sa team. So, syempre, alam na alam nila paano bantayan si Julius Randle eh. So, for me, tama si Romulo na in the regular season, since fantasy naman tayo, iba regular season eh. So, I think sa regular season, he's still gonna be good. And maganda nga na for us na medyo pangit ang performance niya sa playoffs. Kasi baka makuha natin ng discount next year.
Yun naman
May chance. Oo, may
yun
chance.
naman yung maganda dun, di ba? For a player like Julius Randle. Pero sana medyo mag-evolve rin yung game ni Randle. Kasi
hindi siya first option eh. That we know now na hindi siya first option. Kasi yung mga first option, yung mga Kawhi, mga Luka, kahit ibahin yung defensive scheme or palitan yung defensive scheme, they can adjust eh.
yeah.
Si Randle, wala eh.
Yun talaga yung mag-separate ng superstars from the all-star level players.
Yeah.
Lang, eh. Like superstars, bigay mo yung bola, they will do it. They will be creative enough to figure out a way regardless kung ano yung defensive scheme mo.
Pero
diba?
since fantasy pinag-uusapan natin, we don't care about that. I mean, I think as long as they don't sign maybe Kawhi or mga dalawang superstar kasi 60 million salary cap nila eh. What if DeRozan and somebody else pumunta doon? Makaka-affect kay Randle yun. Yun may affect kay Randle. Pero with the same team, I think okay pa siya. So we have to wait and see kung ano mangyari sa free agency.
Tingnan natin. Pero hopefully yun nga. Ano sa tingin yung round
yun
sa Julius Randle go? Kasi this year, anong round siya? 8?
Baba. 7th or 8, oo.
Steal na yun nun.
Ngayon, in hindsight, yes, steal. Pero
Yung time na yun, medyo...
parang pagtatawanan mo pa yung pumik kay Julius Randle.
Oo. Maraming nagtanong sa akin about Julius
yun.
Randle before the season. Sabi ko pa parang bad pick yan, bad pick. In the end, mali. Ako yung mali talaga. Maling-mali.
So next year, if ano sa tingin mo,
Ikaw, Romulo,
where do you
mo?
reach for Julius Randle?
Gusto mong may value pa yung pick na hindi doon nagre-reach for siguro mga 5th, 4th round. I think
4th round.
mag-top 40 ni Julius Randle, top 30 ni Julius Randle. As long as ang superstar or superstars na naman.
Assuming walang kasama mo na.
I think
the same. Kasi hindi rin naman, I mean, ewan ko kung enticing na ngayon to go to the Knicks for the superstars kasi medyo may reputation din si Knicks, di ba? So, pero assuming na yan pa rin, top 4th round, 5th. 4th round ang pinaka reach, kumbaga. Ikaw, Kom.
Yun yung sinabi ni Romulo is yung may value. I guess kung 4th round, I think kung 3rd round siya, I mean, pwedeng mal-hit niya yung 3rd round value, pero hindi siya sulit, kumbaga.
Pero so, feeling ko maraming kukuha dyan 3rd round.
Maraming kukuha ng 3rd round.
So, pero kayo hindi nyo kukunin 3rd round?
Ako, depends.
Hindi. Towards the end of the 3rd round, 14 team, 14 to 13 or mga 12 to 14 pick, 3rd round.
Ako honestly, I could consider with the right build ng team, pwede. Pero if it has to be the right build. Kasi ano siya big man siya who doesn't have a very high field goal eh. Without blocks din, without steals. So medyo volume yung dating sa kanya eh. So depends on the build. Pero baka hindi. Baka hindi sa third round.
Ako personally, I still don't trust Julius Randle eh. Like you said, hindi siya yung superstar level. Plus ang dami pang flaws. Yun nga, the turnovers and walang defense. So baka hindi. Probably mga 5th round nga. Saka ako kukunin. Kung nahulog dun. Even din, baka mapaisip pa ako eh.
Maganda yung similarities niya kay Sabonis na medyo same sila ng binibigay na stats.
Pero Sabonis kasi, yung field goal niya is better. Field goal niya is better. Tapos this year, medyo nag-improve ng konti yung defensive stats niya. Especially nung nawala si Miles Turner. So I think medyo malayo, for me, malayo. Baka Sabonis goes mga late first round to early second. Sure yan, feeling ko may pupulot dyan.
Ako tingin ko si Sabonis would go early second, earliest niya early second in my opinion. Kasi marami pa ring butas eh. Marami pa ring butas sa ano niya. Pero parehas nga sila ni Randle. Ang difference lang with Randle is may 3-pointers naman si Randle. Si Sabonis naman ang medyo walang 3-pointers. But we don't know next year kung biglang nagkaroon ng 3 points si Sabonis na more consistent. Pero I think second round would probably be the highest for Sabonis.
Yeah. Ito, let's talk about let's move on to the next one. Ito, another player na this year went first round. Medyo nag-disappoint to start. Then nagka-COVID, then nag-struggle. And then towards the end, medyo bumawi. Jayson Tatum, playoff-wise.
Favorite ko.
Itong playoffs na to, in particular, has shown na superstar material talaga eh. I can't consider him superstar yet at this point. Pero I think next year baka he could get there. Ang tanong, is he going first round ulit? This year he went first. Around average yan siguro mga 10th, 11th, mga ganyan.
Iba-iba yung different leagues ko eh. As I said, I had him in 5 leagues ata out of my leagues. So mga 5 out of 8 or 9. So parang minsan 8, minsan 9, minsan 13th, minsan 15th pa nga. So medyo malayo yung range niya. Pero I think next year he should be firmly first rounder. Yung pinakita niya sa playoff
Top
this
10?
year, I don't think it's I think may possibility. I don't know ano mangyari sa free agency, kung saan mapunta yung mga stars, kung paano magbago. Pero based lang on siguro durability, although nagka-COVID nga siya this year, pero I don't think naman next year meron pa to, hopefully. Wala na. Pero I think based lang on that, I think top 10 is possible.
Top 10? Ikaw, Romulo?
For me.
Oh, I agree ako kay Commissioner Eric. I think medyo madami din nangyari this year kaya nag-disappoint si Jayson Tatum, and hopefully na-trauma yung mga nag-pick up sa kanya. So mapipick up mo siya medyo late first para makuha mo yung value din ng top 10 next year.
So walang chance mag-fall si Tatum second round, no? Tingin niya.
Anong second round? 13th? Pag 13th meron, feeling ko.
Hindi. Second round. Second round in a 14 team. Usually, ang standard is 12. Feeling ko sa 12 kaya on the 13th, 14th pick. Pero on a 14 team, which is mostly nasa 14 team eh.
Pero medyo medyo if that happens na nag-fall siya to the second round, I think it's a very, very valuable pick na yun. So in the leagues na I did well this year was the leagues na I got Tatum in the second round. I had leagues where I was able to pick him 15th, 16th, mga ganun. Pero I don't think mangyayari pa yon kasi the playoff performance was really something eh. Talagang nag-improve eh. Makita mo yung improvement niya. And there's still room to improve. 20 ano lang ba siya? 21?
23? 21? 22?
Mga ganun lang.
Bata pa eh. So first round, well, ako,
I think so.
Outside top 10, feeling ko. Hindi ko alam kung susugal ako ng top 10 eh.
I think safe nga yung upside top 10 para makuha mo yung value ng top 10 potential niya. Kasi pag mo siya top 10, risk mo yung baka repeat ng mangyari ulit this year na hindi siya masyadong mag-level up. So if pinik 11, 12, value na din yun. Feel ko, safe siyang first rounder pag 14-teamer talaga.
Would you pick Tatum over Embiid, for example?
I think next year,
No.
as someone nag-draft kay Embiid, baka gawin ko na din yun.
Ako hindi. I would pick Embiid over Tatum.
Hindi, kasi Tatum, si Embiid this year was picked after Tatum.
15.
Diba?
They were close. They were close.
Pero mostly I would say marami pick Tatum first over Embiid.
Ako,
halos lahat ng leagues ko, Tatum first over Embiid eh.
Sa akin, hindi. I had most of my leagues Embiid over Tatum. Most. Pero meron din namang Tatum over Embiid. Pero in one league nga, as I said, in a 12-team league, nakuha ko sila sa 12-13. Embiid, Tatum. So yun yung ano ko yun yung pairing ko Embiid, Tatum. So, pero if you're gonna ask me next year who I'll pick first, I'll pick Embiid first.
Let's assume na healthy sila pareho, di ba? Kasi Embiid, may injury ngayon, pero although medyo slight lang. So yun. So Tatum, tingnan natin what happens.
Pero napaisip ako doon, ako nga yung injury, no? Pero sige, bahala na.
Hindi, lagi naman may injury risk si Embiid eh. Kaya nga
hindi, ito baka kasi after ng season, baka surgery siya eh. Pag may surgery after the season, medyo
stay away. Wala. I-assume natin right now kasi yun, hindi na natin masabi. Diba? I mean, syempre, obviously, pag na-injure siya or nag-surgery siya, mag-drop talaga siya. But, hindi natin masabi yun at this point. Pero tingnan natin what happens. Plus, there'll be a new coach in Boston. Diba? So, hindi natin alam how that would impact yung system nila with the new coach. So, yun yung pang question mark na parang baka mapaisip rin yung mga tao, baka could drop Tatum a little bit eh. Diba? So we'll see. Another player na medyo, maraming na-disappoint dito.
Parang kilala ko na naman yan.
Ito nakaiyosa ka.
Ha?
Parang kilala na namin yan.
Oo. Shoutout na naman natin si Jeff.
Oo. Ito na.
Yung buhay basket. Ja Morant. Ja Morant was picked. Marami nag-reach dito second round yan. Second round.
27. Mga ganun.
And
mga ganyan, late second round.
Pero ang nakakatawa, feeling ko next year, mukhang ganun na naman siya. Mukhang 20 plus na yung magkukuha sa kanya.
Pero ito, in fairness Ja Morant started the season. Maganda. He started well eh.
Well ba?
Started well,
Nagka 47-point game siya, like second game niya.
Nagdo-double-double pa nga siya eh. From time to time
pero,
until na-injure siya.
Yung sprain. Yung sprain. Ankle.
Nagsimula yung pagbagsak ng laro niya. Nung na-sprain siya and then pagbalik niya, doon na, hindi na siya naglaro ng maayos. Until ang next best game na siguro niya
play-in na.
Play-in, oo.
Oo, play-in na.
So, ang tanong ngayon, will he be a player you would pick in the second round, or is he someone that would make that superstar move?
Ikaw, Romulo, ikaw muna.
I think pwede mo siyang i-draft same position, depende sa punt mo. Let's say pinapunt mo yung mga percentages.
Oo.
I think medyo safe pick na siya.
Second round kaya. Late second round.
Late second round siguro. And medyo iffy pa din yun. And need na punt mo yung build. Otherwise, feel ko mas magandang third round, fourth round mo na lang.
This year ba was Ja Morant picked higher than Zion?
No, I don't think so.
Hindi, this year yung
year. Alam ko hindi. Alam ko Zion
pa rin.
May mga leagues sa mga Zion, mga Zion addicts mga fanatics mga fanboys.
Pero yung second round yata kay Ja Morant kasi very rich na yun. I think mostly he went mga third round
I don't remember kasi talaga eh. Pero alam ko na sa 28 to 35 siguro
Yeah.
siya.
So, mga third round, yeah.
Mga ganon. Pero I never had the chance to pick him eh. Lagi siya napipick before eh.
Really.
Kasi yung third round ko, always I was looking for a point guard and naiiwan sa akin si Chris Paul lang eh. If I had the choice of Ja Morant, baka may Ja Morant akong na-own this year. But I never in 8 drafts had the chance to pick Ja Morant. So I think he went higher.
So ngayon, do you think Ja Morant next year, Ja Morant should be picked higher than Chris Paul?
No. Ako, Ja Morant played well in the play-in. Saka yung first game ata ng playoffs. Pero after that medyo bumaba na rin yung performance niya eh, if you guys noticed. Ang problema kasi kay Ja Morant, tingnan niyo yung buong play-in pati playoff. I think he had a total of 2 steals.
Defense.
The whole playoff. So I don't know if that will improve, pero I don't want to be the one that will gamble on that na may improvement. Hindi kayo nang magsumugal, 'di ba? Tsaka yung 3-pointers niya, I mean, will you trust na ganyan siya kainit tulad nung Golden State game na naka-4 or 5? I don't think so also. So, no.
So, ito maganda tanong kay Romulo. Ja Morant or DeJounte? Kasi DeJounte has been picked siguro lower than Ja Morant, obviously.
50.
Yan, no?
DeJounte was picked.
Pero, would you pick Ja Morant first?
Hindi ko alam if may bias na din ako dito, pero
Kaya ako yung tinanong sa'yo eh, kasi
kung mag-draft sa fantasy, I think mas friendly sa head-to-head talaga si DeJounte compared kay Morant. Mas mataas yung points talaga, like, walang question yun. Pero yung overall na binibigay sa'yo, I think sobrang valuable ng rebounds na binibigay ng guard tulad ni DeJounte compared kay Ja. If yun yung need mo at round 5, syempre.
Hindi, round 5 di naabot si Ja Morant siguro round 5. I doubt
Pero
Ja Morant
kung
round
si
5.
Ja Morant ma-pick pa rin sa mga second round, third round, yan ang mga picks na makakapagpa-champion sa atin. Kasi kukunin sila ng ibang tao eh. Bababa yung mga player. Bababa yung mga value sa atin.
Hindi, totoo. Tama yan.
Hindi, totoo yan. You have to consider those things.
Kasi, di ba, like, kunyari, for ikaw, Romulo, so you feel DeJounte should be ranked higher than Ja Morant, di ba?
Pero hindi naman mangyayari yun sa rankings.
Yeah.
Like, hindi ng ibang tao.
Di ba? Higher naman si DeJounte eh. Pero sa draft, hindi mangyayari.
Baka yung sabi ni, pre-draft. Baka sa
pre-draft.
Sa pre-draft, feeling ko baka higher pa rin si malakas lang talaga hugutin si Ja Morant in the second, third round. Pero definitely, most likely, maraming kukuha dyan on the fourth round at the latest. Hindi naabot ng fifth round eh.
Hindi, I think ang magandang tanong is Ja or Zion will be picked first? Or
Zion.
should be picked first?
Zion.
Should be picked first. Kasi ngayon, everybody saying dapat first pick si Ja Morant. Baka kasi mag-carry over next year.
Hindi, last year parang parang marami were saying, parang iffy pa eh. Hati pa eh, diba? Kasi hindi pa masyadong, yung sample size kasi nung kay Zion parang maliit eh, diba? Last year. Pero after this season, I doubt na baka nga may mag-reach dyan kay Zion ng late first eh.
Yun ang gusto natin, yung mga ganun.
Tingin ko meron yan. Kasi field goal ni Zion sobrang elite eh.
That's true.
Tapos yung scoring.
Pero kung first round, sige, go ahead.
Kunin nyo na.
Make my day.
Hindi, di ba? Ako, I wouldn't be surprised. Feeling ko si Zion would get there. Pero definitely, medyo malayo na si Zion kay Ja when it comes to fantasy. I think, I'm pretty sure mas mauna na si Zion. And hindi na rin natin pwedeng i-survey yan kasi for sure, Zion matambak na eh. Ito, another two players na who struggled naman this season. This playoff. Inuna ko yung mga tanggal na para hindi na sila pag-usapan kasi tapos na rin naman yung season so mas maganda yung sample size natin. Kung ano yung last na nakita natin sila. Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat. Okay, so hindi ko alam kung it was a match-up issue or they were just tired. Pero si Bam, Jimmy Butler was pangit kasi ng field goal ni Jimmy Butler nung first round eh. So, I think yun talaga yung dumali sa kanya. Pero Bam was, yun, si Bam ang feeling ko pinaka-disappointing.
Playoff-wise, no? Playoff-wise. So, fantasy-wise din naman, I think, medyo disappointing din siya this year eh. So,
yeah, medyo. Kasi I think potential ni Bam kasi parang second round eh. 'Di ba?
yes,
Pero
I
I don't
think so.
think hindi siya umabot doon, mga third round lang siguro or fourth round value.
I
I
would
mean, he
say,
should be better than Nurkic overall. He should be better.
and this is what I think will happen, no? Sabonis and even maybe Randle will okay, Randle baka nasa 30 plus feeling natin, pero feeling ko may mga leagues na Randle will be picked ahead of Adebayo eh. May chance. There would be some leagues na ganun ang mangyari. And even Nurkic or those other big men, pero I think etong kay Adebayo with the whole summer break, next year he will be a sleeper. I think, sa fantasy. Yan ang feeling ko. Baka maging sobrang underrated siya.
So ikaw Romulo, you have you pick Sabonis over Bam or Bam over Sabonis?
This year, like, no, parang this year nung nag-draft, I think Bam pa din. Pero next year, I think madami nang magpipick up kay Sabonis a little bit higher. Tapos tulad nga ng sinabi ni Com, medyo baka maging underrated si Bam. Kasi this year, pumangit lang yung laro ni Bam ng mga tail end na nung season. Pero hindi naman siya ganun ka-disappointing all throughout.
Yeah, hindi naman masagwa. Hindi masagwa.
Sa top 30 all year. Wala pang scoring yun. Tapos nag-improve yung free throw niya this year. Usually, past years, di ba, parang expected natin. And bumaba yung block numbers niya this year. So, hindi natin expect na ganun pa din kababa yung block numbers niya this year, di ba? So, feel ko nga magiging value pick si Bam if nag-drop siya ng mga third next year, fourth round next year.
Third round, fourth. Although this year, I think he was picked around that range eh. Second to third round. Late second to third.
Meron siyang, parang firmly second round si Bam eh. Nasa teens siya eh. Ang pre-draft niya, naalala. Oo, ang pre-draft ni Bam was 16. 16 to 17. Tapos may mga ibang sites that ranked him 20 plus. So sa mga ibang sites, medyo na doon siya sa 20s.
Yeah.
Pero pinaka mababa na yung 20s. Ano rin to, remember, bubble boy din natin to si Bam eh. So may ano rin yan, may afterglow.
Tama nga si Romulo, the drop-off wasn't as bad.
But he's very underrated. He's very underrated.
Oh, for sure. Ganda ng ni Bam eh, yung skill set kasi ni Bam eh.
Steals, blocks, assists, rebounds, points, lahat yan.
I think better pa nga better than Julius Randle yung skill set niya kasi mas kalat eh. Mas
totoo yun.
Mas spread. Hindi lang volume kasi si Randle, dinadaan niya sa volume.
Pero hype si Randle. Na-hype si Randle, most improved, New York Knicks, tapos sobrang darling yung New York eh. Miami naman, siguro nagsawa na yung mga tao dahil nag-finals na kayo. Ayaw na namin sa inyo. So, hindi na siya pinag-usapan eh. Kahit tayo eh, sa Fantasy Benchwarmers, parang halos hindi natin nababanggit si Bam eh.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Kasi mediocre eh. Parang okay. Hindi, walang grabbing numbers. Another player na hindi rin masyado na pag-uusapan, Jimmy Butler. Very underrated sa fantasy. Nag-struggle talaga siya this year sa playoffs. Throughout the season, okay lang. Ikaw, alam ko si Romulo may Jimmy Butler ka, di ba?
Yun.
Natuwa ka ba?
Natuwa ako all throughout the year kahit na nabawasan siya. Kasi nag-third ata siya or nag-second sa steals, total steals, pero ilang games siyang nawala? 18 games ata ng
first yata siya steals, di ba? Ay, second. Average yata first siya.
Average na first siya. Tinid ko si Devin Booker para kay Jimmy Butler nang injured siya. And gusto ko pa din si Jimmy Butler over Booker.
Kasi mas marami na contributor. Yung magandang tanong yun. Devin Booker versus Jimmy Butler next year. Sino sa tingin niyo yung would be rank higher? Yung past few games, Devin Booker has been playing really well.
Superstar turn. Ngayon, kailangan nila, tama si Romulo kailangan nila i-differentiate yung real life sa fantasy. So, malayo malayo. Jimmy Butler talaga, steals pa lang ni Jimmy Butler considering, di ba, nagbibigay siya ng 20 points and everything else. Kung mabigyan kanya ng 2 steals a game, which is his average,
Top 20 agad.
ang laki. Oo, ang laki na nun Ang laki na nun. So I think ang tanong lang next year is how high will he go? Kasi this year he ended average wise top 10 Which hindi natin na-expect, di ba? Average wise top 10 siya. So
Talaga?
top 10 siya. Average siya, hindi totals kasi he missed some games Pero average wise he finished in the top 10 sa Yahoo ranking. So number 8 actually. So,
hindi, I think hindi siya mapipick first round.
Yun ang magandang question kung
Hindi, sige, kayo ba pipick nyo first round? Ako, hindi ko siya pipick first round.
Di din.
Ako pag
Hindi, Bill or pipick mo sa first round? Bill or Butler?
Kasi pag punt threes, top 3 si Butler So,
yes.
Masamang mag-commit agad sa punt sa start ng draft mo. Pero if ganun ka-driven na mag-start agad ng punt, hindi na masamang, kunya if last pick ka sa 14-teamer, tulad na nangyari sa akin, I guess okay nang first pick mo si Jimmy Butler, 14th.
So, pipick mo siya over Bill?
Punt threes. Pero overall, if wala kang punt,
Hindi ka, at that point,
wala pa.
hindi mo pa iisipin yun kasi most likely available yung dalawang players na yan. So, pag nasa banda dulo ka, medyo sure ako medyo available yung mga yan. So, hindi mo pa isipin yung mga punt sino yung player na kukunin mo.
Valid point. Bill pa din naman. Bill pa din pag
ikaw, Eric.
Medyo yun. Pero I think Bill will be picked earlier If tama ako pala sa kay Romulo, actually naisip ko yung if I have the 14th pick, siguro I could
back
go
to back.
I could go Butler. I could go Butler kasi mahirap sa 14th kung walang punt yun lang diba? So kailangan mag-punt ka, kailangan may direction na yung team kasi you went low. So doon baka doon ko i-pick si Jimmy Butler. Yun lang yung time na i-consider ko siya sa first round. Kasi not because of his skill set or his performance, yung age I don't know how old he is.
30 plus na rin si Butler. I think this nasa 30, early 30s.
Yun yung worry ko. So baka hindi ako comfortable sa top 10. Although he might finish in the top 10 pa rin next year, parang hindi ako comfortable to take that risk. So
tingin nyo, Jayson Tatum would definitely be a better pick than Jimmy Butler?
If you're gonna go head-to-head and you want to be, ayaw masira agad yung mo sa isang injury, I would go Tatum. Kasi,
younger.
especially yung mga rest ngayon, yung mga ganyan, yung mga load management, I think safer yung younger players. Lalo na kung close lang naman ang rankings nila. I'll go with a younger player na lang.
Since nabanggit na rin natin si Booker went late for some of the leagues this season, di ba? So, sa tingin nyo ba next year, paso na yung mga tao, so will they... Pero may yung sinasabi ni Romulo na recency bias, baka mangyari ulit yan. Especially if the Suns umabot sila ng conference finals. May chance. So, do you guys think na Devin Booker should go late first, early second, mga ganyan?
Ako, Romulo, ikaw muna.
Sorry, discover ko kasi nung first pick ko si Booker. Sa regular season, masal na nung dumating si Chris Paul sa Suns. Sobrang disappointing nung games niya pag masal na since head-to-head, diba? Everyday mo makikita.
Yeah.
So, madidisappoint ka na first quarter, 16 points agad. Tapos matatapos siya sa game 20, 22, 24. Like, what?
Kasi madalas tambak.
Sasabog siya one quarter. Tapos, parang yung shooting niya din, bababa. Besides sa blowout, like, magugulat ka na lang yung field goal mo. Magdidip na din. And yung assist syempre, malabo nang bumalik yung assist niya kasi nandyan si Chris Paul. So, kaya siya draft early this year kasi ini-expect natin na baka mag-improve yung efficiency niya dahil na may primary ball handler na kay Chris Paul. So, wala nang hindi niya na kailangan mag-dribble masyado. Kaso, madami pa din siyang turnovers kahit na nandyan si Chris Paul eh. So, I don't think nagwa-warrant siya ng 14th or first round pick.
Parang marami kasing nag-pick kay Booker. And they chose between siguro Booker and Bradley Beal eh. Kasi di ba parang inisip ng mga tao, scoring-wise, ito siguro yung mga maglalaban sa, top scorer or scoring champion ng league, di ba?
Yeah.
So, I guess kaya napipili si Booker.
Tama yun. The scoring, hindi yung expect natin na explosion. Pero yun nga, Booker is another, parang Ja Morant, another guard na walang steals.
Empty.
Walang steals, walang blocks. And then yung 3 points niya, bumaba this year eh. Parang wala pang 2 a game. And alam naman natin yung 3 points sa pinakamabilis makuha. sa free agency, sa waiver, diba? Sa lower rounds. So nawawala yung value ni Devin Booker. And ang value niya last year, kaya medyo first, second round siya, was the assist. Was really the assist. And Chris Paul kind of, removed that from him. Tinanggal. So, no way first round, no way second round.
No way second round. Ito, another teammate ni Booker, Deandre Ayton. Ito, marami na disappoint dito. So,
tas halimaw ngayon, no?
Tapos ngayon, playoffs. Hindi ko alam, match-up. Baka match-up lang.
2010 guy nung playoff, against Lakers.
Wala kasi Lakers eh. I mean, wala nang bumabantay eh. Wala nang tao eh. Kaya...
Ang nakakainis kasi, pag nanonood ka ng playoff, hawak mo si Ayton. Tapos nakikita mo 22-10 or Ja Morant 40
marami nung
points.
ganyan eh.
Yung parang, butik na santo nung regular season, kahit na, saan nang galing?
Maraming ganyan
eh.
So, susugal pa rin kayo second round. Deandre Ayton. Umiiling na si Romulo.
Mauna ka na, Romulo.
Second round. Hindi ko naman in-expect mag-first round to, malabo. Late second round, mga ganyan.
Kaya no, sa akin. Kasi pag pinapanood mo yung laro ni Ayton, hindi siya yung similar center tulad nila Embiid or kahit si Joval or si Jokic na assertive eh. Pag pinapanood mo maglaro yung mga other big men na yon, like, gugustuhin nila na sa kanila yung bola. Tapos, ifo-force talaga nila yung way nila into the paint or ipa-pass out nila tulad ng magagaling na big man ni si Jokic sa playmaking. Si Ayton, kahit mas maliit yung bantay niya, fade away niya or hook shot siya kaysa i-drive papasok sa basket. Parang medyo timid yung laro niya. Medyo soft niya. Pag pinanood mo, sobrang lambot niya talaga maglaro as a big. Kaya kahit yung may mga ganyang performances siya sa playoffs, pagdating ng regular season, sobrang up-down na parang hindi mawarrant ng second round pick eh. Like, ang daming ibang choices sa second round, mas lalo na mabilis na uubos yung guard. So, mas magandang sa guard mo na lang ibigay yung second round pick mo.
Ito, another player na controversial second round pick. John Collins and DeAndre Ayton. Yan, pili kayo. Who would go higher? Medyo, feeling ko, medyo close sila eh.
Si Collins kasi is hindi ba restricted free agent siya? Parang ganun eh.
Oo,
so,
tama.
hindi pa natin
free
alam.
agent yan.
Hindi natin alam kung Atlanta pa siya or hindi eh. So, that is a big factor.
Yeah, assuming si Atlanta Ayton, siya, restricted naman siya eh.
Hindi, I'll go Collins pa rin. I'll go Collins over Ayton. Tama si Romulo eh. Actually, si Ayton is one of the players na better in real life yung value or impact than in fantasy. Kasi, ang kailangan sa kanya ng Phoenix ngayon is basically defense eh. Yung big man na nasa loob against Gobert, Jokic, yung mga big men ng West. I think, more or less, a playoff lang yan talaga makikita eh. Yung impact niya, yung value niya. Pero in fantasy, he's not the focal point of Phoenix. 'Di ba? Maraming players nang binibigyan ng offense. So hindi siya magiging second round. Pero kung mga third round, I think value na siya. I think mga 30 to 40 medyo value
third round. So magda-drop to most likely si Ayton to mga ganon, third round pick. Pag-usapan naman natin two players we've been balling ngayong playoffs. But Trae Young muna tayo. Yan, Trae Young.
Yan, favorite ni Romulo. Trae Young.
So far, 2 guests natin, Hawks daw sila eh.
Oo,
Si
last week
si AJ, tsaka ngayon si Romulo. Trae Young, may swag si Trae Young eh. Although Trae Young, disappointed pa rin a lot of fantasy managers this year kasi nga, he was picked first round.
Yes, he was picked
Top
first
10,
round.
I
Top
think.
10.
Medyo unlike Tatum na medyo akyat baba yung draft position. Etong Trae Young, medyo consistent in the top 10. So, do you think ito na yung indication na worthy siya
Superstar turn itong playoff ba?
Worthy siya of a top 10 next year still?
Saan mo siya pipick, Romulo?
Early second round pa din siya para sa akin, I think.
13 or 14.
Mas 13 or 14. Dahil lang sa efficiency stats.
Yeah.
Natin yung mga top 10 players, besides sa volume, ang pinaka-worst na field goal na ata sa top 10 this year, si Damian Lillard eh. Pero yung grabehan naman yung volume na binibigay niya sa'yo, tapos yung free throws, like high 80s, minsan 90% pa nga siya. So yun yung in-expect natin kay Trae Young na kahit na medyo mababa yung field goal, yung volume ng free throw niya last year. This year, medyo nawala din yung volume ng free throws niya eh.
Wala, oo.
Siya naging assist, siya mostly assist. So, I think value na din yung late first or early second.
So most likely will drop. So, Tatum pa rin over Trae Young.
Tatum over Trae Young next year para sa akin. As long as walang magbago masyado.
Yeah. Assuming na Trae Young, i-assume natin na ganyan pa rin yung mga teams. Although most likely hindi naman ganyan. Baka may mga mawala dyan or madagdag, diba? So, ikaw, Kom?
Trae, no.
Second round na?
No, hindi rin.
Hindi rin
baka
second
low
round?
Second.
Low second. Trae Young or Jimmy Butler? Butler ka?
Jimmy ako over Trae Young. Kasi si Trae Young, if you see, 43% field goal. Kaya ba niyang iakyat ng 45 to 46? Pwede, pero parang hindi kasi siya as shooter ni Steph eh. 'Di ba? He's like the Steph daw, pero sa career niya so far 43% lang talaga yung field goal niya.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of turnovers, walang steals, and yung 3 points niya is only 2 a game. Damian Lillard gives you 4 to 5 a game. Siya nasa 2 lang. So maraming butas to be a first rounder or even a second rounder. Pero if I got point guard in the first round, gusto ko siguraduhin na yung mga assist ko, yung 3 points and yung ganyan. I may pair Trae with, let's say, Steph Curry. I'll just go ahead and do that pairing. Pero in the rankings wise, hindi ko siya pipick sa top 30. Maybe not.
Baka mahirap na rin no? Baka mahirap na rin ma-pair rin with kasi feeling ko mataas pa rin to makukuha. Especially nga if mag-perform ulit siya etong second round, 'di ba? And yung swag. Diba? Would you
Hindi mo naman makakain yung swag eh.
Yun nga yung recency bias na parang, okay to Trae Young. Alam mo naman, minsan may mga fantasy managers na meron pa rin bias dun sa mga players.
Sige.
Sa ibang...
Trae Young or Westbrook?
Ay, putik. Trae Young ako. Trae Young.
Hindi, kasi numbers-wise, counting stats, lupit din ni Westbrook.
I've never owned Westbrook in my fantasy career.
Hindi, ang tanong, will you own Westbrook ever?
No. If I'm picking 80, nandyan pa siya, pick ko siya. Impossible. He's gonna be picked top 20, top 30 for sure.
Top 20, grabe, pero top 30...
Meron.
Top 20, grabe. Actually, top 30, grabe din eh. Mga 40, 50, I think.
Meron nga nagpipick kay Westbrook ng 14th or 15th overall eh. Meron. And they can say they can build a team around him. Sabihin nila,
everything.
Punt yung mga or parang they try to help him na lang with With especially
Giannis,
sa 3-pointers.
Hindi, kasi Giannis Westbrook yan. Good combo na eh.
Yan. Magandang combo
lakas
yan.
nun. Grabe nun. Grabe sa counting stats yun, di ba?
Actually, mali yun eh. Ano ko lang share ko lang. Kung mag-Giannis Westbrook kayo or mag-Westbrook Ben Simmons kayo, sabihin ng mga managers, lagi sinasabi sa akin, lakas ko kasi may Simmons Westbrook ko, counting stats akin na. Minsan sinasabi ko lang, sige, sa inyo na yun. Kasi tatlo lang yung bibigay nila eh. Tatlo lang
kailangan ma-support ko pa with yung defensive stats.
Mali nga eh. That's what managers are doing wrong. Kasi minsan, over na yung pag-pair nila. Oo, yung butas masyadong malaki. Masyadong glaring yung butas.
Oo. So yun. Kaya ako lang natanong kasi nga, Westbrook has been, counting stats nandun. Pero wala pa rin sa others. Let's move on to Luka. Last on the list. Luka. Been balling. Free throws, nagulat ako. Free throws pala niya, 40+% this.
Wala pa kay Drummond daw.
Kanina ko lang narinig. Kala ko nga nagkamali ako ng rinig eh. 40+%, wala pang 50% yung free throw.
Hindi, ang tanong ko kay Romulo, alam naman natin na he can't shoot free throws. Pero
regular 40+%?
Hindi, yun nga eh. Regular season, 73% siya. Playoff, 40+%. Ano ba tingin mo? Ano ba to? Medyo pagod lang ba? Or should we be worried about this?
I think ando na din yung expectation na medyo magpa-punt free throws ka na din pag kinuha mo si Luka.
Talaga?
Yung 40%. Medyo okay pa yung 70. Tsaka nagka-ano ata siya sa neck niya.
Oo, tama.
Medyo disorienting din siguro.
Pero
pag nasa free throw, ang lala na talaga.
40+%?
May mga bagay, hindi mo din ma-explain. I remember last year nung pinag-uusapan natin si Giannis na mag-i-improve pa kaya yung free throw niya. Na yung argument ko na imposible namang hindi siya nagpuput ng work para i-practice yung free throw niya. So, biomechanics na lang din talaga siguro yung mga ganong cases eh.
Minsan mental.
In fairness, Giannis this year may mga times na medyo maganda free throw niya. I mean, hindi pa rin maganda overall, pero may mga games na yun nga, okay. Sa tingin ko naman, regular season, hindi mag-40+ si Luka, I think. Nandun pa rin siya sa 70s, I think kaya.
Hindi, kasi
kaya
yung sinasabi niyo magpa-punt free throw kayo if you get Luka, medyo big deal yun. Kasi usually, those people who pick Luka, hindi siya nagpa-punt free throws eh. Kasi kung punt free throws ka na with Luka, medyo mahirap na magawa ng punt free throws next year. Kasi you have Giannis, you have Luka. Ngayon, kung kasama na si Luka, madaming mga players na magiging punt free throw players. So maraming teams ang magiging punt free throw. If you pick Giannis, magpa-punt free throw ka. Then you pick Luka in the first round, punt free. Marami ka ng kalaban ngayon sa draft. So that's something to monitor. Kasi tama ka, baka hindi 40+%. Pero kung bumaba yung percentage ni Luka to 68 to 70 with the volume that Luka gives you in free throws, medyo mabigat yun. And tama si Romulo na you can't explain it kasi he's shooting. Si Giannis, I can explain it kasi hindi naman talaga shooter si Giannis eh.
Yeah.
Si Luka, step back 3-pointers yung mga ginagawa
niya. Yung mga tira niya mas malupit pa kasi sa free throw.
Hindi mo maintindihan eh. Hindi mo alam.
Kailangan niya ito mag-free throw siya yung yung dirt shot na free throw eh. Yung off one leg tapos biglang titira niya, fade away. Yung mga ganun eh.
The free throw, no?
Or layuan niya, parang yung ginagawa ni Dwight.
Medyo naging effective yung kay Dwight. Tumaas siya ng ilang percent. Kahit na
yung lalayo ka doon sa line.
So,
baka pwede niya gawin yun. Pero first round, Luka, next year.
I don't believe naman na first rounder siya even this year. Pero of course, he will be ranked in the first round. Pero he's getting there. Yun na sabihin ko, he's getting there. Ngayon, 30+ siya. Next year, I think he will go higher. He will go probably in the 20 to 25. So, hindi na ganun ka...
Actually, makip lang niya 75% free throw niya. Pag nakip niya yun, first round, pwede.
Pero hindi top 2. Hindi naman top 2.
Hindi top 2. Hindi top 5. Not even top 5.
Yeah.
Mga below top 10. Late first round na. Ako, siguro if ever man medyo willing doon na below top. I'd still probably pick hindi ko nga napaisip ako if I'll pick Giannis over Luka.
I'll pick Giannis over Luka.
Kasi Giannis may other stats pa eh. May defensive stats eh.
I'll pick Giannis. I'll pick Giannis over Luka. The right spot. Kunwari sila na lang talaga yung nasa first round na I'll pick Giannis. I'll not care about the free throws na lang. May direction na yung team ko, tapos elite eh. Without the free throws, Giannis easy top player siguro in fantasy, diba?
Yeah.
So
yun, those are the superstars. Ito, quickly lang, first round sleepers, nabanggit dito sa list natin. Some players may revelation, kumbaga, yung mga Tyler Heroes of the playoffs, diba? Last year, parang Tyler Hero. Sino pa mga revelation? TJ Warren, a little revelation. Merong mga ganyan eh. Sino?
Cam Johnson
last year.
Last year, Cam Johnson.
Na-olats din this year.
Na-olats din, nawala rin.
This year, merong mga nagpakitang gilas. Dillon Brooks. Tingin nyo, although Dillon Brooks na draft eh.
Pero perpetually yan eh, overlooked player eh. In and out yan sa waiver wire eh, Dillon Brooks.
Yeah.
Diba?
Hindi, this year kasi scorer pa rin naman eh, pero this year nagpakita siya ng konting defense eh, particularly sa playoffs. Diba? So do you think
ida-draft ba siya?
Draft nyo ba yan?
Romulo,
ito na lang. Among these players, okay, 4 na players na nasa list natin. Dillon Brooks, Derrick Rose, Terrence Mann, campaign. Sino sa tingin niyo yung most likely na ida-draft nyo?
Romulo muna.
Siguro sa akin, in order, medyo nagugulo ko yung potential ni Terrence Mann next year pag binigyan na siya ng more minutes.
So, wala na si Kawhi doon.
Mas maganda din yung niya kina Rondo, kina Patrick Beverly. Minsan, siya pa yung best point guard eh pag binibigyan ng opportunity. So, if nag-commit na talaga yung Clippers sa kanya, siya, tapos si Derrick Rose, tapos medyo hindi na ako sure kay Brooks or kay Campaign. Feeling ko pwede mo nang iwan muna tapos pick up mo na lang sa waiver.
Kumbaga, walang mawawala sa'yo kung hindi mo kinuha.
Sa'yo pag hindi mo na draft.
Same ba sa'yo, Com?
Medyo ganun. Terrence Mann siguro yung
may potential.
Mas may kwentang epic. Mas may kwentang epic. Kasi si Dillon Brooks, alam mo na eh, 40% shooting. Tapos, yun na, score, puro points lang. Pero maangas yung itsura niya, di ba? Yung bad boy. Pero again, may kwenta siya in real life than in fantasy. Si Derrick Rose naman, ganun din. I feel na parang, pwede siyang mag-explode. Pero until a certain level lang siya eh. With the injuries and the rest. So, Terrence Mann siguro ang I'm very intrigued with Campaign though. Very intrigued with Campaign.
Campaign has always been good potential pero laging injury prone.
Yes.
By the time na mag-start na siyang maglaro. Kasi parang siya eh. Parang CP3 na mas CP3 light.
Pero I like the attitude nung Campaign. Parang may desire siya to be better and to be good. And if Chris Paul will need to rest more, I think next year baka may value siya possible tong si Campaign.
Yeah. Especially if madali si Chris Paul na naman ng injury, baka next year mas maraming rest.
Pwede.
Na
possible.
Si Chris Paul. I would agree na Terrence Mann would be the most potential dito sa list, I guess. And of course, most likely over the next few weeks, marami pa tayong makikitang mag-emerge.
Ito, last na. Kung matalo ang Clippers at mawala si Kawhi sa Clippers. I mean, highly speculative. Pero there is a way na Terrence Mann could suddenly be the Clippers' main option next year. If the Clippers lose on Monday, Kawhi opts out, moves to another team, the Clippers decide to trade Paul George kasi wala nang Kawhi. Sino lang bang bata nila dyan? Si Terrence Mann lang di ba? So, it could be a starter, it could be somebody they develop. So, yun.
Yeah, siya yung may pinaka, yan? Ano yan, Romulo?
Pwede mo na siyang i-draft ng mga 10th round.
Mga ganun. Yeah.
Pag nakuha niya yung starting role.
Actually, pag nakuha niya yung starting round, I don't think mapupunta siya sa 10th round. Lalo na kung siya na lang yung nandun. Kasi 10th round, layo nun for a player na mukhang siya na lang yung may iwan dun, di ba? I mean, baka mga 8th round makuha yan.
Highly, ano naman
round.
to? Highly speculative, tsaka mukhang hindi mangyayari. Kasi I think Clippers will win, but anyway. Yun lang.
Pero anyway, tingnan natin. Pero again, he has the most potential among the list. And Derrick Rose, we know what we get. Dillon Brooks, we know what we'll get. Yun, campaign. Interesting. Kasi nga, medyo maganda Tsaka won't hurt you in any stats. Unlike sina Brooks and Rose. Diba na field goal, medyo masagwa minsan. Si campaign, medyo solid across the board. So yun. That's it for our weekly. It's really fun to talk about fantasy pa rin. I know it's not hindi regular fantasy discussion or playoffs, but I know everyone's caught up sa playoffs eh. Maraming gusto playoffs pag-usapan eh. But kami will try to, maganda pa rin pag-usapan itong mga fantasy eh, kahit na actually, minsan nga mas enjoy pa talk about the fantasy kasi buong araw parang playoffs na pinag-uusapan eh. Diba? So parang other perspective. Thank you, Romulo, for joining us. I'm pretty sure next year sasali ulit si Romulo sa mga leagues natin.
Trade.com na hindi ko in-accept tapos pinagsisisihan ko ngayon.
Alin?
In-offer sa akin si Chris Paul pati si Derek White nung pangit yung laro ni Chris Paul. Tapos ang hinihingi niya lang sa akin si Keldon pati si Dennis Schroeder. Tapos hindi ko tinanggap nung mainit si Keldon dati.
Yan
ang mga
sayang. Spurs ka kasi, yan. Hindi, pero naalala ko yung Jarrett Allen eh. Parang yung pinag-iisipan namin, yung controversial trade na yun. Tapos eventually, nung dulo, parang wala nag-workout eh. Didn't work out for anyone eh. Kasi si Boucher nawala. Si Jarrett Allen, hindi naman nag-perform. Diba? I'm sure Romulo, medyo disappointed ka rin kay Jarrett Allen kasi...
Jarrett Allen bago magdulo.
Ano?
Na-trade ko si Jarrett Allen bago mag...
Na-trade mo?
For Ben Simmons. Tapos si Simmons, trade ko for Collins. Ng mga dulo-dulo na.
So, pwede na. Good move eh. Yan talaga malupit guys. Pagkalaro niya si Romulo. Sure ako may trade offer kayo. Wala yatang team dun sa league na yun na walang trade offer from Romulo eh. Lahat meron eh. Hindi, pero masaya naman. Maganda yung ganun kasi nga kesa very passive yung mga managers or very conservative. At least ito medyo may excitement in terms of trading. So yun, salamat Romulo for always supporting and for joining us tonight. And for those listening, I hope na nag-enjoy kayo sa episode na to. And we'll see you again next week. Yung sure. May mga plans kami, pero plans pa lang. Pero hindi pa namin alam kung. Pero next week may mga recordings ko. Hindi ko na ipaplan out for throughout the week. Alright? We'll see you again next week. Bye guys.